beautiful souls. Welcome back to a Pick a Card. Oh my gosh, you know it, you love it. I know it, I love it. We're here together. And we're going to see who you are through the eyes of the dragons. Now, before we get into the piles, also, do you see my shirt? It's like a painting. I always tell myself it feels like I'm wearing a Picasso painting whenever I wear this. I absolutely love this button up. It's one of my favorites. But anyway, so we're here to know who you are through the eyes of the dragons. And I'm very excited to delve into these. But before we get into the piles, I want to talk about the dragon energy and who exactly the dragons are. I have sat with the dragons in meditation in preparation for this reading to be able to know exactly what the dragon energy is about, why they're here. I mentioned in a previous reading that the dragon energy has been dormant for several thousand of years. And suddenly, they're coming out of hibernation to be able to help us as a society, as humanity, as we're ascending, right? Because we're kind of at this point of no return as a new earth, right? We're dawning into this like age of Aquarius. And so the dragons are helping us energetically speaking. So I wanted to shed some light on what I received from my meditation with the dragons. So I mentioned also in a previous reading that the dragons are the creators of the Earth's ley lines, right? Or the energetic grid that makes up our planet. And so what they were showing me is that these ley lines are very precise and they can actually take the form of sacred geometry. What is sacred geometry? That is just thought forms of the divine, of our God source creator, right? So these ley lines in the form of sacred geometry, and they can take many forms, but this is just one specific type they were showing me. It's like these sacred geometry ley lines are like encoded zip files, you know what I mean? They're like packages of information, kind of like a software on your computer. And it's also what some people will call light codes, right? And so all of these kind of create this net of energy that we know as the matrix, our reality, our programming. So in that way, the dragons are really divine coders. They are kind of like sources, assistant programmers, if you will. They are architects, they are weavers, and they were showing me, they go from planet to planet in the multiverse in different galaxies, basically stitching together these intricate energetic fields. And it's like works of art is what they're showing me. It's like a mosaic of different pieces of energies that they're kind of creating an enmeshment together to be able to create this new type of energy, right? That's very sustainable is what they're saying. It's very sustainable. And they were showing me during my meditation with them, it's almost like, the granny squares where you like stitch together the squares. And your grandmother may have made these specific blankets, and it just creates this one long like throw blanket that you can then use. That's kind of what they're showing me here. And so in that way, the dragons are able to basically ground down, source direct wisdom to the physical plane, to our physical reality. And so they are of sacred service to the creator because they basically shape and they bend reality. It's what basically gives our reality the sense of realness, of fullness. It's when we open up our eyes and we see buildings, we see cars, we see streetlights. It's what makes reality feel so very realistic to our minds, And so they were also showing me plasma energy, which admittedly speaking, like I don't know much about plasma, so you might want to do some more research in this type of area, but they were showing me that they basically like program realms through the sculpting of plasma energy. And what I do know about plasma energy is it is very conductive. It's highly conductive. It's very much affected by magnetic fields, and it retains and it releases high amounts of energy at one time. So they were showing me kind of like this plasma sculpted energy that they're working with is interacting with Gaia's natural magnetism. And somehow, some way, this creates some sort of like change in our reality, like weather phenomenon speaking, like solar winds, solar flares, things of that nature. So they were telling me basically when we're able to work with this net of energy that is similar to your grandma's granny square throw blanket, when we work with this net of energy, we can manifest with a sense of ease, right? And so with this, we're also able to travel to different worlds, different dimensions. And that's kind of what in ancient Egypt, I'm such a nerd about this type of stuff. And so I remember learning years back about the netters. It's Neters. And these were basically initiates of mystery schools. And what they did was they basically learned how to effectively work with the energetic matrix of our Earth's grid system to be able to embody rituals, use the spoken word to affect this matrix, right? They also understood the principle of the holographic microcosm, which is basically where your body and nature are mirrors of the inner, they're mirroring the inner workings of the universe. So what is true? I'm so sorry, I'm getting so excited. There's like so much that they want to share with me, and their energy is also very potent. Spirit, can you please tone down the dragon's energy for me, please? Ooh, thank you. My heart's beating really fast. Their energy is so potent. They're excited. They said they're pleased. They said we're very pleased to be here. But anyway, so the initiates of the mystery schools, these netters, understood the holographic microcosm. So the universe was really reflected in our body, in nature. The one part is reflective of the whole, right? They also, these netters understood, they were showing me duality as well. So it's where two opposing and balanced energies are basically able to, they're needed in order for sustainable creation to occur. So confirmation burp. Oh my gosh. Sorry. They were also showing me that the dragon energy is linked very much to the amorphous, like super conscious Kundalini energy as well. So that's what's known as like the coiled serpent, so to speak, at the base of our spine. And in Jungian philosophy, I do know, I've read before that the dragons represented the integrated self. And that's basically where your unconscious mind and your conscious mind come together, integrate with one another, right? And I do know that, oh my gosh, what's the Carl Jung quote? It's like, until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate, right? So being able to work with these energies, understanding that the dragons are very potent, wise, ancient, powerful beings, and they are here to be able to show you who you are to them. And they're very excited to make your acquaintance is what they're saying. They're very proper. I love them. They're so awesome. So anyway, for pile number 1, we have this rose quartz heart. Absolutely love this guy. Okay. That is pile number 1. Pile number 2, we have this Tibetan quartz. I call him Taibi. He is my Tibetan quartz, and he is absolutely amazing. You can see these little like lines through it. Oh my gosh, so beautiful. Gorgeous, darling, gorgeous. Love it. And then for pile number 3, we have this selenite heart here. Absolutely beautiful. Stunning. She's a stunner. She's a stunner. All right, my loves, go ahead and use your intuition. Pick which pile is calling to you. Use the shopping cart method. Listen to what resonates, leave behind what does not. And without further ado, I will see you in your piles. All right, hello, my beautiful pile number 1. So if you chose this rose quartz heart, this is for sure your reading, my loves. Okay, so I'm getting a few different things from your card here. So we have the gold and silver violet flame dragon transmutes the old around you with wisdom and grace. It's time for transmutation, magic, and healing. Offer service under grace. So I get that the Dragon Collective sees you as the alchemical adepts. You guys are the master alchemists is what I'm hearing. And you may not feel like that in your human incarnation, but I'm hearing that the Dragon Collective is saying that at a soul level, this is who you are. Like, it's not even that they're trying to be polite. And they said that they wouldn't do that anyway. They literally just said, we would not do that anyway. They're very measured in the way that they speak. So they're not blowing smoke up your skirt or your pants, whatever floats your boat. Either way, there's no smoke to be blown. They're saying that at a soul level, you understand what it means to embody the principle of alchemy. My stomach just gurgled. I don't know if you heard that. So that was definitely a confirmation. I also think it's interesting here as I was tapping into your energy, we have the monarch butterfly here. So it's like and then we have the dragon with the wings, right? It's like you're able to embody this like gentle giant type of energy, and you're able to kind of rise above your circumstances. Like you have this powerful way of being able to gain perspective quite quickly and quite easily, is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing that your soul is kind of like this ancient magician, kind of like Merlin or Dumbledore. You know what I mean? I'm seeing the Philosopher's Stone here in the background and on the ground, in both places. So it's almost like this is mirrored energy here. The Philosopher's Stone is said to hold like, I think in Harry Potter, that was like the title of the first book, right? And it's meant to, I don't know, some initiates of like the Freemasons or something like that. It's supposed to give you eternal life or something to that effect. But it's like that's you like understand how to have eternal life. And obviously we're all, how do I explain this, Spirit? We all are eternal souls, but it's like you understand how to create like eternity within eternity. Like it's like you create universes that don't ever die. And those universes are created. Okay, this is wild. I'm just going to go with it. Those universes that you create are created by you taking fractals of yourself and like creating matter through you. And it's like all you. So I guess that's how I'm just describing source. So I guess you are source, but they're saying that there's more than one source. This is buckle up, buttercup, is what I just heard someone say. I don't know who that was. That might have been my spirit guide or my higher self. I don't know, or it could have been you. Maybe you say that, buttercup, buckle up, buttercup. They're saying there are multiple sources. There's not just one God, source creator. There are multiple. You are one of them. You are the God of one universe or one multiverse. Take that however, I don't even know. They're saying that you understand the energetic mechanics of transformation. And that's really all creation is. It's understanding how one element or variable affects another element or variable, and being able to effectively mix them and change them. They're saying change them and transform them as needed to be able to create different energetic resonances that manifest into physical form or energetic form. Like you are kind of like in your little laboratory or like apothecary. And I'm getting like, again, like I'm getting secluded witch wizard vibes of you just on like at a cauldron, kind of putting in a dash of this, a little dash of that. And you're creating utter like enchantment. You're creating enchantment from your musings is what I just heard. So you could be very like whimsical souls, but yet very grounded, earthy, like ancient. There's this idea of being able to walk between planes of reality. So you're walking between the physical plane of reality and then also up into the spiritual realm as well. So you're like a plane walker is what they're saying. Plane, a plane walker, dimension traveler. So you are a master alchemical adept, and you understand that you understand how to create universes. This is so wild. Oh my gosh. So you're powerful. You're powerful. You are so powerful. But yet I think it's so fitting that you chose the rose quartz crystal here, because this is all about love, right? And so you, like I said before, you're a gentle giant with this monarch butterfly that this huge dragon is holding with such care and such tenderness. It's like you're very intentional, you're very precise, you're very tender and conscious of how your energy affects other people, of how your energy affects other seemingly inanimate objects, because everything has a soul, and you see that everything has a soul. Rocks have a soul. Earth has a soul, right? Every single thing in your reality is an energetic consciousness, and you understand and you honor that energetic consciousness in the all. And in that way, you use your heart to be able to transform and transmute around you. So you understand, again, it's like, what was I saying in like the intro? It's like you definitely could have been an initiate in these mystery schools in ancient Egypt. Do you understand the holographic microcosm, you know, where the one part is a reflection, a refraction of the all. So it's in how our body works, how nature works, the different like dimensions and formulas and ratios. It's all reflected in the universe. And so you're able to take a look inside of yourself and heal yourself in such a way. And because you have such an innate inner knowing of who you are, my throat chakra just went. So throat chakra could be very significant here. Using your voice, like the spoken word, being able to speak things into existence. It's like you understand how to use like the energetic resonance of your vocal cords in order to create planes of existence. What is it in the Bible? It's like God spoke, and so in 7 days, like the world was created or something like that. I'm not very familiar, but something like that, where God created reality through the spoken word. It's like that's you in another plane of existence. Maybe it's not this plane of existence that you spoke into reality, but you spoke into reality something out there. I lost train of thought, Spirit. Please bring it back. So yeah, they're saying that because you understand the inner workings of yourself so innately, it's like you can transmute and alchemize within yourself. And because you can do that within you, well, then it's just the same principle. You're just applying it to a much bigger arena in the form of a multiverse, in the form of creating space and time. You know what I mean? It's wild. So anyway, who's going to believe that? I don't know, but you're here for a reason and you listen to that for a reason. So that's for you. Okay, so let's get some tarot going on here. Let's do that. Okay, so we have the Six of Wands, we have the Six of Cups, we have the Knight of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups, and then the Five of Swords in reverse. How interesting. Okay, there's a ton here. I'm actually going to put your card off to the side. So in case anybody's wondering, I used to do all of this live, but it was very energetically taxing. And so to honor my energetic boundaries, I now do the shuffling off screen and then do this. I once saw Nordic Light Tarot do this, and I absolutely loved that approach. And I thought it was very honoring of our energies as readers so that I can bring my best and most energetic self here instead of focusing on all the energy from the shuffling. Okay, you don't care about any of that. What you care about is what the message is. So what I'm getting here, it's really interesting. I'm getting that they see you as very deliberate. Like you see this like Knight of Pentacles, very deliberate. And you see that the pentacle in his hand there, it's like you have the blueprint. You have the blueprint of the universe, of the multiverse. And it's like, you see it's this little boy who holds that huge pentacle. It's like you may see yourself as kind of like a forever beginner. I think it's like the Tibetan monks who say like, or the Buddhist monks, I'm so sorry if I'm mixing that up, but always have that beginner mindset. Like no matter how wise you are, no matter how experienced you are, if you're not learning, you're not growing, right? And so you understand that principle of you want to constantly be a student. You want to constantly have that beginner's mindset so that you maintain humility, so that you don't miss anything, so that you're constantly growing and evolving and changing and becoming, with a capital B is what the dragons are saying. You always are becoming more of who you are. And what a beautiful thing that is what they're saying, right? And so what I'm seeing here is you're meant to be leaders. And what you do is you've transmuted, like I said before, you're this alchemical adept. You have been able to overcome like humiliations is what I'm hearing. That's a very specific confirmation for someone. That was a very specific word that came through. I'm not quite sure why that came through, but you have overcome some very deep, dark, hurtful things, and where you were not the victor, right? If this had been right side up, you're seeing that she has like victory over this animal down here, but it's in reverse. So it's like you have often felt like you were the one who was in this defeated position. And I'm hearing that you wanted to embody this energy, maybe in this lifetime specifically, but in other incarnations, I'm hearing in like other past lives, you have embodied this type of energy, again, to be able to keep yourself humble because you understand how to create perfect energy to manifest perfect worlds. And so if everything was perfect all the time, we wouldn't necessarily grow or have the depth or the richness to our souls and our spirits and our energies that creates a more meaningful existence, is what I'm hearing. So sorry, I'm just laughing because it's just like very specific things that they're bringing through. And I find it fascinating. So I'm such a nerd about all this. I'm like, wow, that's really cool. So you've gone through like intentionally these really, really dense, dark experiences in order to be able to show other souls like, hey, it's okay. Like even me, even I, a soul who has done all of this stuff and had this many incarnations and who has created universes, even I go through this too. Like, you're okay. I'm here with you and we're doing this together. And you give other souls, wow, I'm getting so many tingles and it's in like my legs of all places, such a weird thing, but you're giving so many souls inspiration on the other side because you've willingly chosen to embody this type of energy that's not always you being the victor, that's not always you doing and saying and being the perfect being. You know, it's you being imperfect and messy. And because of that, you inspire so many souls to get out there and who may be afraid to do certain things spiritually, energetically, who may be afraid to learn certain lessons throughout their incarnations. You know, it's like you give them courage to be able to do that. Permission to be themselves, right? And so I'm seeing here, it's like in that way, like I was saying, you're able to, yeah, it's like you're repairing, this is you, like repairing this wheel right here. You're able to assist other people energetically so that they can move forward. Really, really interesting. Yeah, and because of that, it's like you create this abundance wherever you go. It's like that's you. You just create this like magnetism, this abundance, and you're able to, yeah, it's like you're able to embody, like I said before, this like whimsical energy that I'm getting here with the Six of Cups. It's like, oh my gosh, this is so cute. I love this tarot deck. It is so adorable. This was, the artwork was made in Taiwan. I need to remember to put all my tarot decks in the description. Okay. Editor Elizabeth, remember to do that. But, you're able to embody this like whimsical childlike energy because you understand that in order for this alchemy and transmutation to take place, you need to be able to balance out those denser energies with a certain lightness. And so you have learned the art of humor. You have learned the art of whimsy is what I'm hearing. And that's the secret sauce is what I'm hearing. Wow. Secret sauce to alchemy is being able to balance those deep, dark energies with a certain lightness that you have mastered. And through that, you're able to you're like this fearless leader rushing forward and creating for the sake of it. It's like you have a love for the game, sort of a thing. It's like, what is that, like a basketball terminology or something, like doing it for the love of the game or whatever. But it's like, that's you. It's like, you don't necessarily have to, incarnate is what I'm hearing for some of you. For interesting. So for some of you, you didn't have to incarnate, but you chose to because you absolutely love the beauty of existence is what I'm hearing. Like you love being human. You love what it means to feel, because on the other side, in the spiritual planes, everything is perfect. Everything is wonderful, right? And we have that ability to be able to embody and experience perfect love. But over here, it's imperfect. It's messy. It's not clear. But there's a certain type of beauty in the messiness that it's like you're insatiable is what I'm hearing. It's like you're addicted to the art of being human, and even other incarnations, like other starseed galaxies and systems out there, right? It's like being able to just be in existence in an energetic or a physical body is something that is so inherently like pleasing to you, is what I'm hearing. That is fascinating. Okay. So then we also have dancing in the parade. Yeah. So what did I say before? It's like you're able to bend energy to your will. And if you'll notice, it's like these musical notes that you can see up here in this energy. It's like you're able to like transpose energies. You're able to harmonize energies. Anything that's like discordant energetic wise, you're able to tweak them. Like I was saying before, it's like you transform and you transmute certain energies, like this scientist at a laboratory, or this like wizard in his apothecary, understanding the cause and effect of certain elements and variables together. And it's like when you're making a cake, you can't mix in like solid butter to the batter because it just will not mix properly. You have to like soften the butter first or melt the butter first, but you can't melt it too much or else it's going to turn brown and it's going to taste terrible. So it's like this process with energy is what I'm hearing. It's like you understand how to transform and transmute things in such a way to where when you mix them together, it creates this harmonious, delicious paradise. Interesting is what I'm hearing. Oh my gosh, the dragons are really like poetic. That's what I'm getting from this. Like the dragons are just super, they're poets and they didn't even know it. So you also have cowboy here, frontier, revolver, riding boots, and lasso. It's like, yeah, you're this like pioneer type of energy. It's like that Frozen song where she's like, into the unknown, into the unknown. I haven't warmed up, but anyway, so into the unknown. It's okay. This is messy and it's messy and that's okay. That's your soul. It's like, just freaking do it anyway. I literally sang that because someone said, just freaking do it anyway. And I feel like that was your soul speaking to me. So thank you. You're like, it doesn't have to be perfect. And you're absolutely right. It does not have to be perfect, but you are this like perfect being who is this pioneer. It's like you understand how to go into these like desolate, like, what, you know, in the Wild West, it's like you're in these deserty type of areas with these cactuses and it's like there's no water for miles. It's like you go into these planes of existence that nobody ever goes into, and it's like you're like, this is a fixer-upper. It's like buying a rundown house is what I'm getting, and you're just like, yeah, a little TLC, a little fresh coat of paint, and like let's change out the walls here, and like we can get this up and running and going and back to being a beautiful home. It's like you do that with planes of existence. It's like you walk into a plane of reality and you're like, nobody's been here for millennia, but this is kind of a fixer-upper. Like, I see potential here. Like, we could create a new community here. We could create a new universe here. Like, let's do it type of a thing. It could be you, and it also could be other people. It's like I'm hearing like multiple people going in on something together. So it's like you could co-create with other souls around you, and you're like, hey, do you want to create this universe that has like these principles and like dimensions and laws of reality? Because if you think about it, each universe technically can create its own laws of existence. Like we have the law of duality in this plane of reality. We have the law of what goes up must come down, the law of gravity. But it's like each universe can be programmed in specific ways, so that it's like in another universe, the law of gravity might not apply. The law of duality might not apply. You know what I mean? And so it's like you're able to like create these like planes of existence and laws and principles when you create, which is super interesting. And then we have slave here. We have oppression, liberation, chains, struggle. It's like, yeah, it's like you're the Harriet Tubman of souls. Interesting. It's like Underground Railroad. Harriet Tubman was an amazing person who basically would help people in the Underground Railroad get to freedom, so that they could live without being slaves, you know, and get away from their oppressors. And in this way, it's like I said before, you willingly take on some of these incarnations and experiences to be able to show other people, to give them hope and inspiration, like I was saying before, but also to be able to serve as like a teacher. It's almost like I'm hearing like players watching game time film in the room, like after the game occurs, and they watch the game on the TV screen so that they can analyze the different plays, and so they know in the next game what to do better. It's like souls will sit in like conference rooms and they will watch your incarnations and they will assess. I'm hearing they will deeply assess and methodically study the way that you alchemize energy, the way that you handle situations, the way that you grow and evolve within this 3D earthly plane, so that they can apply it to their incarnations and they can embed it within their soul's energetic systems to help them grow and evolve. Very fascinating. But you do that through these deep, dark, oppressive situations and energies that you're put in. Yeah, counseling. What did I say? It's like you're this teacher, you're this person who's able to like give Like you have like consultative type of energy. You may be part of like spiritual councils. You may be part of being able to be like an intercessor for people, like between different planes of reality. Like when someone dies, like you could be that person who like ushers souls into the afterlife, sort of a thing. Like I'm definitely getting that sort of a vibe here. Gamble, yeah, it's like the dragons are saying, like, we would take a chance on you. Like we would always bet in your favor, like 100%, because they know you don't give up. You just keep going. You just keep going like the Energizer Bunny. And they say that it is a beautiful thing to witness. Your tenacity is what they're saying. They're very poetic and they're very polite. It is a beauty to witness your tenacity is what they're saying. We honor the way that you show up. They did it to me. I wanted to make it like a bigger word because they're very studious. And I was like, no, that's too simple of a phrase. And they said, no, that's what we said. And I said, okay. Anyway, that was what was going in my mind just now. So it's like, they're going to always take a chance on you 100%. Like they know that you're a winner no matter what. And you're always going to get the bag. You're always going to win the lottery. You're going to come out on top is what I'm hearing. So they're very pleased, and they've worked with you through many, many lifetimes, and they've seen you evolved. And they said, yes, dear one, we've seen you come into different planes of existence and reality. And we've seen you be able to shape yourself in such a way to where you have become a sovereign being, like we are all on the path to doing. And what a pleasure it is to be able to see you in this way. Amazing. So backtracking is what's also coming out for you. A simple but powerful tool for communication. Backtracking involves repeating or summarizing key points to ensure that you and your conversation partner are on the same page. Taking the time to backtrack can prevent miscommunication and build stronger rapport. It's like you're such a good communicator is what I'm hearing. It's like you inspire people through, and what did I say before? The throat chakra, the spoken word. Yes, you can create planes of existence and realities and universes through the spoken word, but you're also able to move people, not just through their emotions, but you're able to get people to move. What did I say over here with this, like changing out of the tire on this like freaking pumpkin thing? You get people to like move energetically and physically. You inspire people, you get them to, it's like you create this like energetic river flowing through the multiverse. It's like this river microcosm that is like reflected in the way that you speak and communicate. And you get this like stagnant, what did I say over here before? It's like you take these desolate planes of reality. It's like you take these desolate energies, these stagnant energies, and you get them moving again. That's like your gift, is like movement, flow. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, let's get the show on the road type of a thing. Like, let's get a move on. You have the energetic blueprint. You have this blueprint, and you understand that. And it also says your success is closer than you imagine. So just keep going. Beautiful. So it's like, some of you guys, this could be a message for your earthly self. Maybe right now you are like working towards something, and the dragons are coming through to say that you're just like on the precipice of being able to come into big success of what you're working on and what you're working through. Like with this Knight of Pentacles energy, you're a very deliberate type of manifester, very Taurus based energy. It's like slow and steady wins the race, sort of a vibe that I'm getting here. And so just keep putting one foot in front of the other, and you will definitely get there, is what I'm hearing. So that was kind of like a bonus message I'm hearing for like your earthly self. So my adept alchemists, it has been an absolute honor being able to tap into your energy. Thank you, my beautiful souls, for existing and for being such a special gift in this world. Do like and subscribe to see more messages. Like this. We're here, and it's messy and it's beautiful. Hopefully this helped just a bit as we continue walking each other back home to ourselves. I will see you in the next one. All right. Hello, my beautiful pile number 2s. So if you chose this Tibetan quartz crystal, then this is for sure your reading, my loves. I was just kind of getting acquainted with this energy here and looking at the two. You guys got 2 cards. Shh, don't tell the other piles. But I was getting acquainted with this energy here. I think it's interesting. We have first The rose pink dragon prepares your heart to connect with the higher facets of the cosmic heart. Open your heart to warm-hearted love and diamond light. Connect with the love of the universe. I'm hearing that you guys are the heart masters. That is how the dragons see you. And then this was kind of a bonus card that came out. It says, Deep Blue Dragon keeps you safe by clearing your pathway. Trust that you are protected. Walk on a path of light. So I'm hearing that you guys, this is going to sound kind of crazy, but you guys are like gods or goddesses in certain planes of reality. And it might not be in this earthly existence, but in some like galaxy or realm or plane of existence, you are a god or a goddess that embodies love. Like how we think of like Aphrodite in this plane of existence, like that would be you to someplace else, like their equivalent of that, because every reality has their own lore, legends, stories. So you guys are very, like I said before, like heart masters came through. Like you're very masterful at being able to use the power of the heart to be able to manifest. It's like the heart is 10 times as strong as our brain. It's the root of where we manifest from. It is the 0.0 for being able to create our manifestations that we want in our lives. We have to embody the frequency first in order to be able to call something in. And I think you understand that very innately. It's like your soul has worked to be able to master this type of approach. And I'm also hearing that you guys are like masters of this spiral type of energy. You see these like spiral, like rose petals that are kind of like surrounding this dragon. You understand the path of ascension, and you have done it through a very specific path of service to God, service to the divine creator. And you've done it like tiptoeing through the tulips, but I feel like that's kind of a very simplified way of saying it. You're able to embody a very light, breathy, I don't know why breathy just came through, a very light, breathy type of energy in your planes of existence. But you do it in such a way that it's like you're able to, how do I explain this, Spirit? It's like you traverse like light realms through this love energy. It's like this is how you travel through different multiverses, by using the light ascension energy. It's like being able to, you're like an artist with energy. People could come from all around to be able to see your works of art. I'm seeing someone being able to like work with like music and energy and colors to be able to create like things shooting out from your hands and things shooting out from your mouth and creating like different patterns and forms, like different colors. Like I'm seeing magenta, I'm seeing turquoise, I'm seeing like a gold turning into like a deep brass bronze. And there's like different, like you're able to mix these colorful energies with like sound, so that it's like, okay, interesting. So in other realms and realities and universes, this is like an experience. Like people will travel for a long time is what I'm hearing. I don't know what that equivalent is in other light realms, but people will travel to come and see you. It's like you're a celebrity. It's kind of like being a singing artist, and people will come to the Rose Bowl to be able to see like you, Sarah Bareilles, play. Like that's you. And this experience that they're showing me, it's like an art exhibit where people, like these souls will come in and they will be able to experience like the sound, like the music. It's like surround sound, like all around you. You know what I mean? Like at the movie theater when you have all around you. That's like what I'm hearing here. And they hear the sound all around them, but it's like you created it. You curated this experience for them, and they hear the music and they hear the sounds, and they feel and they smell the smells that you want them to smell, and they feel the sensations in their body that you want them to feel, and they see the colors and they see the energy as you intended it. And it's like this sound and feeling and hearing and experiencing the sensory experience, and it's art is what I'm hearing. And you create these time capsules of experience for people. And it allows their energetic systems to be able to fully open, is what I'm hearing. And you help to upgrade them in such a beautiful, harmonious, balanced way. That's fascinating. I've never freaking heard of something like that before. But you're like an artist. You're like, I was mentioning at the start of the video, whenever I wear this button up, I feel like I'm wearing like a Picasso painting. It's like you are the Picasso of another realm of existence. You are a heart, love, god or goddess in another plane of reality. Like, this is who you are, and you are so divinely protected. It's like the dragons are kind of giving me the sense of like a by the by type of energy. It's like you already know that you're protected, but they're just saying it anyway. Because you know how to protect yourself. Like, at the end of the day, like, you understand how to be able to use this like ascension type of energy to be able to travel, and you understand how energetic, like how energy works to be able to get people to feel. It's like you open up the heart space in people like nobody else can, and you do it through experiences. You do it through this innate understanding of how to be able to crack into someone's like inner workings. Like, you understand the psychology of beings and people, and it's like this energetic language that you've encoded, like decoded rather. You've decoded this language, and then you encode it into these experiences so that it can be transmitted to these souls who experience these exhibits that you put on. Absolutely fascinating stuff. You know what this reminds me of? I love theater and musicals in particular. And I've always said, in college, I studied business. So I did marketing and finance, but then I also got another degree in theater because I did show choir when I was in high school. I know, I was so cool. And I also did marching band. That's what I was doing on a Friday night when I was 16. Let's go. But anyways, so I love theater because it's a safe environment for us all to be able to experience what it means to be human. It allows us a safe container to be able to explore emotions that we may not have felt before, and to explore that through stories and perspectives that we might have never considered before. Like, another person's experience and what is so innately known to them could be completely foreign to someone else. And so being able to walk through someone else's experiences, through seeing that embodied through people on stage, and then for us to be able to empathetically understand that energy and decode that energy and be able to get wisdom from that and learnings from that, I think is such a beautiful thing that I think theater brings out in us as a society. And I think that we all become more conscious and more feeling and more compassionate people when we experience theater on a regular basis. So that's my little thing for theater. Okay. That's that. Okay, we're just going to put this, we're going to put these off to the side. All right. Cause I think this came up in another pile. It's a lot. So, okay, let's do the tarot first. I do this to conserve energy. I first saw Nordic Light doing this, and I thought that it was absolutely fascinating the way that she, what am I doing? Elizabeth, what are you doing? I thought that it was fascinating the way that she really respected her energetic boundaries by just doing the shuffling off camera and then being able to bring 100% of herself to the readings. And so I've adopted that, and I love it. Okay. What do we have for you so far? This is fascinating. So we have the Magician. We have the Sun, we have the Three of Swords, the Queen of Wands, the Five of Pentacles, and the Two of Cups. Soulmates, divine counterparts, twin flames, if you believe in that sort of thing. You've had a hand in helping to develop these types of concepts in other planes of reality. You help other planes of existence understand what it means to fully embody this balanced duality through the form of feminine and masculine energy, which I think is fascinating. And you understand that this is a beautiful form of love that can emanate. I'm hearing emanations of love that can exist between two people who embody this type of energy. And it can create like tendrils. So you see these tendrils that are here in the water. It creates these like tendrils effects that like spawn. I don't know why spawn just came through, but it like spawns and it expands out through the universe, through the planes of existence. It's like you're a matchmaker. You're like a spiritual matchmaker for other people. Okay. Um, yeah, it's like this is you. That's you in like the higher realms. And you're like, do you see how she's like, matchmaker, matchmaker, something, something. Da, 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 da. It's like, that's you. You're like, look at what I did here. Look at what I did here. Like, look at this. Yeah. Have you guys ever seen the movie Serendipity? It's like oh yeah, it's like the Greek fates. Is that what it's called? Like the threads of fate or something like that? And it's like these fates in Greek mythology and like I'm telling you, like you're a big part of mythology and lore and legend in some plane of existence. Like you are embedded in some sort of legend somewhere out there in the universe, in the multiverse. But it's like you are this person. So in the movie Serendipity, it's with John Cusack, and so I can't remember exactly, but it's basically where they meet and they fall in love, but they're both in relationships, and they decide that if it's meant to be, if it's meant to, like, whatever, it's like the woman writes her phone number on like a dollar bill, and then she buys gum with it, and she's like, if that dollar bill ever makes it back to you, then whatever. Or no, he writes his number, and then she puts her phone number in a book and sells it to a used bookstore, right? And so it's like they meet by chance, and then they come back together by chance, and it's like these very thin threads. It's like that, oh my gosh, coming through that, it's like a fine line of what you do to be able to bring people together, and that brings you so much joy. And the reason why yeah, you create that through deliberate practice is what I'm hearing. And the reason why you enjoy doing that, you don't do it to harm other people. You do it because you have felt as a soul such deep pain and such deep hurt that it literally pleases you. It is a pleasure to you to be able to bring souls together so that they can be in harmony, because you've known the exact opposite. You've known what it means to have a heart that is blocked, that cannot feel, that is burdensome, and you see she has her little helpers here because it's raining. Oh my gosh, they're so adorable. But it's like you understand how deep that pain goes. Yeah, I'm hearing the Bee Gees. How deep is your love? How deep is your love? How deep is your love? I really. Yeah, you understand that it's like you've had to grow through the absolute worst of the worst. And when I say this hardened heart here, it's like you've gone through incarnations where you have had to embody deep, dark energies so that you could understand the duality. In order to experience such divine love that your soul embodies now, you had to know the exact opposite of it, the deepest and the darkest of the depths, and you had to rise from it. You had to come out of it. Yeah, you see how she's looking. You see how she's looking at this. It's like you understand and you see from this like higher perspective now exactly why you had to go through these deep, dark experiences. And so because of this, you absolutely want to be able to bless other people and to create these like serendipitous moments and like chance meetings to be able to allow people to come together is what I'm hearing. And that's so beautiful. I love that. And so, yeah, it's like we have here the Queen of Wands looking at this like Three of Swords, and then on the exact opposite we have the Sun coming through here. It's like you're able to understand what it means to fully embody a heart of true like freedom. That's what I'm hearing. And do you see, it almost looks like this energy is coming from her heart space. It's like that is you. Like whenever you embody your true self, it's like you leave this like energetic perfume trail where'er you go, said the dragons. Where'er she goes, where'er he goes, it is left, and so it is. That's what they just said. But you do this through this like embodiment of lightness. And I said emanations earlier, and it's like you are able to transform things in such a beautiful way. I actually want to get some more here before I continue on. So we have more to give. Yeah, I'm getting Glenda the Good Witch vibes. Have you guys seen the new Wicked yet? I have not. But it's like the first song after, because the first movie is the first act of the musical. I had the soundtrack when I was in high school, and I saw the musical on the West End in London when I was studying abroad in Barcelona when I was in college. Oh, it was amazing. Oh my gosh. But anyway, so basically, what am I saying? This is reminding me of Glenn of the Good Witch. It's like that first song in Act 2 where it's like, thank goodness. Thank goodness, something, something. And I couldn't be happier, thank goodness. Yeah, something like that. So you have more to give. It's like your cup runneth over, it overflows. And I'm seeing this, like, it's funny. I'm seeing very little water here, which is fascinating to me. I suppose here with the Queen of Wands, this could be considered as water that she has down here. Would you guys consider that water or mountains? I don't know. I think it's water. But anyway, I think it's interesting that we only have water embodied within this Two of Cups energy here, but all of this, all the rest of this is really air. Oh, and we have the water with the rain. We do have the water with the rain. Oh, and we have rain here. Okay, never mind. Fire is coming through a lot here, but also water. So this emotion, this cups emotional type of energy, you've been able to work with this to be able to allow yourself never to run dry. You understand how to be able to fill your cup back up again and again and again. So it's perpetually overflowing at all times so that you can use your resources. Because again, you become this like heart master. You've mastered this energy of being able to make sure that you are not caught off guard, that you're able to embody this like true sense of self and true emotional energy in such a way that is beneficial for you, and being able to create and being able to help other people. You understand how to be able to use this in a very effective way as a conscious creator. So we have good news. Yeah, thank goodness, right? Thank goodness. New outlook. Interesting. Yeah. So it's like you have this way of being able to always look at what is helpful. You have this ability to be able to shift your perspective in a very, very beautiful, organic way, is what I'm hearing. So even when you're going through the rainstorms of life, like you see over here with this Five of Pentacles, even when you're going through this Three of Swords energy, you're able to kind of find this like, I love this card. Oh my gosh, it is so beautiful. Look at that. You're able to find this like rainbow type of energy no matter what you're experiencing. And it's because of this technicolor rainbow, beautiful light energy that you're able to embody the emanation of love and transcend whatever you're going through. So it helps. It's like an energetic speedy highway is what they're showing me, instead of getting lost in like the micro like densities of things. You're able to shift your perspective and see the good news. And it's like, yeah, you see this like windmill. It's like you're able to like use these propellers and like like move the energy so that you don't stay stuck in that denseness. And so you can kind of like flit and fly out, yeah, through the sun energy with all these birds and the magician as well. It's like you're able to fly out of these situations through using your heart space. What did I say before? Yeah. So you do this in such a beautiful way. I love that. And then I'm also, what am I getting? Angel. So we have divine wings, protection, blessings, and heavenly. So you could definitely identify as an earth angel. I'm definitely getting that type of light, airy, breathy type of energy here. This very like rounded and sturdy energy, yet very like ethereal and magical. And like, oh my gosh, it reminds me of just like this type of energy. It's like, ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba. Like that's kind of like the angelic energy that I associate with. And it's like white and gold and pink and blue. So pretty. And then we also have devil. We have temptation, deception, infernal, cunning, betrayal. You know what? This is so interesting. You guys are respected in the underworld. Wild messages that we get in these readings. I'm telling you, this is crazy. Do you see how she's like looking into his face? She's looking into his face and she doesn't even care. She's like, try me. Freaking try me. I dare you. And you guys are so light and compassionate and loving and full of heart. And yet you have been down to the depths. Like I said before, you've embodied this Three of Swords energy, this Five of Pentacles. You understand what it means to be in these deep, dark, oppressive energies and circumstances, and you've embodied these energies and moved through them. You've mastered how to move through them, and you've traversed the underworld, and the underworld has respect for you, because the underworld demons, all they really are, they're just dark energies that are placed in this reality by source in order to teach us to embody our emotional and energetic sovereignty. And you have been able to transcend. Like, it's almost like you're like talking to the monster under your bed. And instead of being afraid by him going booga, 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 you're like coming down underneath the bed with him. And I'm seeing you like propped up on like your elbows, and you're like having your like hands propped up your chin. And you're like, okay, let's talk about this. Like, why do you feel the need to go booga, booga, booga to these, defenseless little children? Like, why do you feel that you have to do this? What's going on here? And you're able to like dissect people's emotions. And like I said before, you understand the energetic inner workings of people to create those like art experience exhibits that I was describing before a few minutes ago. And because you understand people's inner workings, you get the psychology and the motivations of beings, of energies, of people, right? And so even with these like demonic underworld type of energies, you're able to meet them at common ground and be able to see from their perspective how they are divine helpers in their own right of source. Source created them for a reason, to be able to instill balance within our universe, but to also teach us how to take our power back. And you understand that they have a divine sacred role to play within our reality, within our universe. And so because you've traversed the underground, because you've walked side by side with them, and you accept them for who they are, and yet you're not affected by them, you transcend them, and yet you honor and respect their role that they play. And because of that, they honor and they respect you. And they know it's like, okay, we don't mess with them. We don't mess with him. We don't mess with her. You know what I mean? That's the kind of energy that I'm getting here. That's fascinating. So we also have mapping the mind. Your beliefs, memories, and internal language shape the landscape of your thoughts. Start mapping that terrain. What routes do you always take? What emotional detours pull you off course? The map is not the territory, but it defines how you experience it. So like I said before, what was I saying? Freaking confirmation on confirmation. Hello, let's go, spirit. You understand the inner workings of other people, but you learned it first for yourself. You know what I mean? In order for you to be able to understand this from other people, you first had to go within yourself and understand what makes you tick, what motivates you, what energies do you need to embody in order to accomplish X, Y, and Z. It's like this cause and effect understanding that you have. And so being able to, again, what emotional detours pull you off course, you understand how to use emotions in a very beneficial way to be able to help you communicate with others, in order to help you manifest, in order to help you unlock and untap potential in other people, is what I'm hearing. And it allows you to be a very effective teacher. And you're able to bring people together, like you're able to instill harmony energetically and spiritually within realms and within communities and people know your name. It's like I'm hearing that Cheers theme song where everybody knows your name kind of a thing. It's like, that's what I'm hearing. Everybody knows your name in some of these different planes of existence, because you are able to create harmony and peace in some of these like very war-torn areas, is what I'm hearing specifically. So you've gone into like, you're like a spiritual humanitarian. Like you go into these war-torn places and you instill harmony where there was a loss of balance and there was pillaging that took place, like energetic pillaging and like power imbalances. And you came in and you were able to restore that balance and that harmony and that peace to these civilizations that had not known it for millennia and millennia, is what I'm hearing. And so that's you. Beautiful. I like drop that down, like mic drop, like that's all she said, like here we go, kind of a thing. And then it says, when you bond with someone in spirit, you both become a greater force for good. Yeah. So I feel like, again, you help develop these ideas of like divine counterparts, soulmate, twin flame type of energy, because you understand how the collective communities and civilizations and universes expand and grow and evolve when two forces, two people, two souls come together and create a whole new thing. It's like, yes, you can do, it's that African proverb, if you want to go fast, go by yourself. But if you want to go far, you go together. You understand that principle, and you've developed these soul ties, these soul relationships, like these concepts based off of that understanding, that understanding of those principles, that in order for us to fully expand and evolve and grow in this rich, beautiful, deep way, it's like we need these types of energetic concepts to exist in order for us to go that much farther. Right. I hope I'm explaining that correctly. I feel like I'm not, but it's like you've created these concepts in order for us to achieve that. So I'm going to leave it there. I feel like if I go any further, I'm just going to be talking in circles. So I absolutely love you guys. Thank you, my lovely, beautiful souls, for existing and for being such a special gift to this world. Do like and subscribe to see more messages like this. It was an absolute honor getting to sit with your energy and hopefully helping just a bit as we continue walking each other back home to ourselves. So I will see you in the next one. All right. Hello, my pile number threes. So if you were drawn to this selenite heart, then this is for sure your reading, my lovelies. So you guys are the wisdom keepers. That is who the dragons see you as. And your card that you have here is the aquamarine dragon from Neptune. Enables you to access your deepest soul wisdom. Spirituality and wisdom are available to you. Develop your psychic abilities and receive ineffable soul knowledge. So what I get here is your soul is vast. Like, this is your soul. And then these little seahorses around it, that's like also your soul. You've like split off into like different parts of yourself. And I'm seeing this Triton here. And then this key, it's like you have like the keys to the kingdom is what I'm hearing. I'm getting also very much like king, queen vibes here. So you've had a lot of incarnations or past lives where you have been a leader, a ruler of some sort over kingdoms, over communities, over countries, over realms and territories. Like no matter what plane of reality you incarnate into, you always embody some type of leadership role, no matter how small it may seem. Like that is just where your soul is most comfortable, is what I'm hearing. And you rule with a sense of like, I'm getting such like king, queen of swords energy here, even though this is like a trident. Atlantis could be very significant as well. You could have had a lot of past lives and incarnations at Atlantis specifically. And especially with aquamarine being from here, you know, it's funny. There is a stone, a crystal called Larimar, and legend has it that there was some like group of magicians or one single magician who was able to like basically take the aquamarine water from Atlantis and like make it into crystals. And that's why it has the look that it does. Who knows if that's true, but I read that somewhere one time and I was like, that's fascinating. Like, I want that to be true, sort of a thing. But I'm getting that type of energy here. It's like you're very much like this this ruler type of energy, this mysterious like magical magician who understands how to like rule with a just hand. And you're so like, I'm getting your spirit, your soul is so vast, like it's so expansive. You can't contain all of you in like this one little box. Like you could try, but it would take a lot. You know what I mean? Like you are so like, boom, is kind of what I'm seeing. It's like, it's like this, like the Big Bang, like you are the Big Bang. Does that make sense? It's like you are this energetic starting point that like blows up into like this big, huge energy wave of change taking place. It's like, yes, I'm getting this like magician type of energy. It's like you create change wherever you go. It's like you disrupt things, and it's like you're saying you like it that way. It's yeah, you know what I'm being pulled to? So I have this little plaque that I keep with me over at my desk here. And I don't know if you can see the back of it, whatever. I'm going to read it to you, even though you might not be able to read it. But it says, "The man in the arena. It is not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs, who comes short again and again, because there is no effort without error and shortcoming. but who does actually strive to do the deeds, who knows great enthusiasms, the great devotions, who spends himself in a worthy cause, who at the best knows in the end the triumph of high achievement, and who at the worst, if he fails, at least fails while daring greatly, so that his place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who neither know victory nor defeat. Teddy Roosevelt. So I keep this with me on my desk to remind myself that I am the man in the arena, and we are all the man in the arena. And you, pile 3 specifically, are the man in the frickin' arena. You are this ruler, magician. You rule with a just hand. Your spirit is vast, but at the same time, you understand what it means to be in the thick of it. Like, you are very much like, my nose is itching so bad right now. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. I was going to say I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry because I can't help it. And it's just confirmation that I'm spiritually like, this is what they're wanting to come through with. It's like, you're the man in the arena actually doing the freaking thing. And you do it because you're so passionate about being able to help affect change. And that is your divine purpose as a soul. Like, the soul wisdom that you have, this keeper of keys, this keys to the kingdom, this queen, king of swords energy. It's like, you understand how to fully be yourself authentically. And because of that, it may trigger other people because you're triggering insecurity or unresolved shadow work that's really within themselves. And so they're seeing a mirror of what they don't want to see, it reflected in you back to them. It's funny, there's sacred beings in the Lakota culture called the Heoka, and they are known as like the sacred or divine clowns of their communities. And they are known as like being mirrors to other people because they show, and they work through humor, but they're sacred mirrors to other people to be able to enact change and evolution within other people, to show them where they can still grow. And I feel like that's you. Like, you are this divine mirror to other people, and you help disrupt others' energy. And it's almost like you don't do the work for the other person either. What you do, it's like this man in the arena, right? So coming back to this metaphor, it's like, why were they giving this to me? It's like you being this divine mirror. When someone sees a man in the arena and who's doing something like the gladiators of ancient Greece, like I'm getting Atlantis, ancient Greece, like these are pivotal past incarnations for you, I'm hearing. It's like when people would go to watch these gladiators fight, they would joke, they would make fun of these people, and they would hurl insults at them. And there were all of these like things that the peanut gallery, the people in the stands, would say about these men who were fighting to the death, literally yards away from them, down below in this like arena. And you, this man in the arena, being the divine mirror to other people, you show other people how they are not brave, basically, how they are not willing to do what you are doing. And you're okay being able to disrupt this energy within other people, but you don't clean up the mess, because that's not your job, and you understand that. That is the job of the other person. Your job was to be able to show them that it was there. And then it's the receiving person's job to be able to do that shadow work, that integration, and to be able to heal those insecure, broken parts of them that you helped to stir up. And by that, you are a sacred helper and I feel like that's a pivotal role of a leader, to be able to show their people how they can best develop themselves. And that is through you developing yourself and them learning by your example. It's like leadership by example here is definitely the energy that I'm getting. It's like you are able to enact this like disruption. You are an energetic earthquake. You are an energetic tsunami, like this force of nature. Like you are an elemental, you're elemental spirit. Like you are, like you have, yeah, okay, this is going to sound wild, but it's like, these are like, you're here, but like, these are also you. And you are like the wind, you are the fire, you are the water, you're the sea, you are these forces of nature while still being yourself. Like you embody these elemental energies in a way to be able to help Gaia and other people grow and ascend. Interesting. I don't know what that means. Maybe we'll see when we get to the tarot. So Let's see. We have the 10 of Cups. I love this. I now shuffle off camera. I first saw Nordic Light doing this, and I love how it respected her energetic boundaries. And I think it takes a lot of energy to shuffle on camera. And this way we can bring our whole selves to the readings, and I am here for it, and I love it. So that's what this is. All right, so we have the 10 of Cups. We have the Page of Swords. We have the Hermit. We have the Queen of Pentacles, the 7 of Wands, and the 6 of Wands. Fascinating. Fascinating. I'm definitely getting here that you are a spirit who goes within quite often. Definitely getting like shamanic type of energy here as well for different civilizations, different cultures, different planes of existence and reality. In your current incarnation, you could definitely be a spirit who identifies with having been an outcast in school. I see you being the type of student who would like sit in the courtyard at lunchtime, and you would like have your headphones in, and you would just be like doodling or drawing or coloring, I'm getting for some of you. And you had no problem being with yourself. It's like some people are so energetically depraved, is what I'm hearing, is what the dragons are saying. Some people are so deprived. They said it's a slightly different meaning. Okay. Anyway, so they said some people are so energetically drained that they need other people's energy to be able to feed off of. It's like I'm getting this energetic vampire type of energy. And you're very empathic souls, and so you could have been around a lot of like energy vampires when you were young. And so for you, it was preferable and very like it was easy and almost preferable to be able to be by yourself, because you were able to go within your own world and exist there peacefully without needing to show up in a specific way for other people, because you didn't like the role that people made you play, because you're an energy disruptor at the end of the day. Like your authenticity triggers people, but you like your authentic energy. Like it gives you peace, it gives you joy. And so you didn't like setting off. It's funny, in the other readings, I talked more about who you are at a soul level, and I started that way off, but they're wanting me to bring this to your current incarnation, because they're saying there are very potent messages in here for you, specific confirmations. But it's like you loved being in your energy so much, but because it would trigger other people, you didn't like that. And so you wanted to be able to be true to yourself. Like you didn't like the role that other people would make you play. It made you feel very inauthentic. It made you feel like you were betraying yourself. And so it was easier just to be able to distance yourself from other people, is what I'm getting. But I heard that you went too far in the other direction. And so you hermited almost too much. You hermited too close to the sun. And so because of that, it caused you to really kind of understand that you had all of this wealth of energy within yourself, but it's almost like you were just keeping it so close to the chest. You didn't want to let go of any of it, and you didn't want to go back out into the world, is what I'm hearing, because it kind of hurt too much, and because you had seen how other people had reacted to you like early on in your adolescence and in your childhood. And so it created this like inner child wound for you, is what I'm hearing. So yeah, it's like I'm also seeing this like Page of Swords here. You see how she's like kind of watching the sunset or watching what's in front of her. It's like she's almost like, yeah, I'm here with my sword and I don't freaking care. Like I prefer it this way. You know what I mean? Like that's definitely the energy that I'm getting here. And so because of that, it's like you almost like went too far into hermit mode. And so now you're learning how to not see other people as like the enemy. You know, I'm seeing all this fire surrounding her. It's like she's having like this oncoming attack to her. Sorry. Hold on. Oh my God. I'm getting a low, whatever. I think you can still see this. So we're going to continue. I feel like that Morgan Freeman thing where he's like the narrator and he said, and it did not go well. She's like, it'll go fine. And he's like, it did not go fine. It's like me saying, because my 20% battery notice just came on and I was like, I can still record without it. And then it was like, nope, I can't. So we're back. Anyway, so I'm seeing this like energy surrounding her, and she's feeling like this very defensive type of energy, but you've been able to like transmute that and to see it as like, no, 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 no. They're not coming towards me as like enemies. They're coming towards me as allies, as my community. So what used to trigger other people and cause distance between you and others is now you being able to shine. Do you see again this like, it's like this trident type of energy that I'm like seeing. It's like, she's like, she has her staff. She has her staff. She has her rods. I hope you can see that. And because of that, it's like this beacon of energy, this beacon of light that like draws her friends, her tribe to her. And that's you guys right now. You are embodying who you truly are. And because of that, you're calling in your soul family. Absolutely freaking beautiful. Yeah. This 10 of Cups here. You see that? It's like all these people and like these delectable like treats on the table. Hello. We love to see it. We love to see it. I'm such a foodie. My gosh. Music and food is like freaking heaven to me. I'm like, who needs alcohol when you have music and food? But anyway, so that's what I'm seeing here. It's like you're able to really embody this energy in a very authentic way. And because of it, it's like what used to alienate you or made you feel like you were alienated is now drawing other people towards you, which I find absolutely beautiful. And then we also have narrow of your marrow. You know what, friends? You know what we're going to do? We're going to have a little story time with Elizabeth. I'm going to go to the guidebook. Oh, yes, my friends. We're going to the guidebook. We're going to see exactly what this is. Narrow of your marrow. This is the Luminous Humanist Oracle deck by Kelly Sullivan Walden. I absolutely love this deck. Okay. So we have narrow of your marrow. Authenticity. What did I say? Authenticity. Authenticity is a collection of choices that we have to make every day. It's about the choice to show up and be real, the choice to be honest, the choice to let our true selves be seen. Brene Brown. It's easy to get pulled in a million directions by well-meaning friends, family members, work associates, and society. However, what they think and say is none of your business. Your only responsibility for the thoughts you think, the words you speak, and the actions you take. At the center of you is the most loving, creative, unique, pure, and precious soul. The narrow of your marrow, the place where the cosmos dance, the stars align, and your unique authenticity reigns supreme. Beautiful. If you act from this place of pure authenticity, the world might think you're off your rocker, and maybe you are, but that's not such a bad thing. Some of the people who have contributed most heartily to this world were the ones to whom society turned up their nose. Your business is to live the most true to you life you can with the resources available to you. Truly living your luminous expression requires boundaries to allow the road to narrow and the vista to broaden. Mantra. The more I live from the narrow of my marrow, the more impact I make, the more soulful I become. Beautiful. So you're all about embracing this authentic spirit and making sure it's like you're this lion who's roaring. It's like, I am person, hear me roar. I am man, I am woman, fill in the blank wherever. Hear me roar. That is you right now. And you're walking into this like beautiful light energy. Do you see that? He's walking, or they are walking into this like beautiful, bright future is what I'm hearing for you. It's like right around the corner is what I'm hearing for you specifically. Yeah, so we have chameleon, changeable, adaptability, elusive, camouflaging, shape shifting. So I'm hearing that this was probably you previously, but also your soul. Your soul is a shapeshifter. Your soul is able to embody different types of energies quite easily. Like I'm hearing, to embody different energetic resonances can be quite taxing on not just the physical body, but the emotional and the mental body, but you and the spiritual body as well. But you have spent incarnations and lifetimes in these leadership type positions. And because of the high stress nature of being a leader, it's made you stronger. and it's made you more flexible and more resilient. And so you're able to take up different mental perspectives in order to negotiate, in order to make pacts and contracts, and in order to create like harmonious arrangements for the good of all, is what I'm hearing. And you're able to adopt different sorts of energetic resonances and frequencies. Like you understand the different energetic languages of different space and time existences out there, like different esoteric languages. And so because of that, not every language is spoken. Like some languages are just like telepathic and they're energy based and they're emotion based. And there's something about you being able to embody this chameleon type of energy and understand how those types of languages work together. Super, super interesting. Okay. Tell me more. Tell me more. We have the champion, victory, winner, conqueror, exemplar. Yeah, conqueror, winner. You're like, I'm hearing we are the champions by Queen. Like this is you being your best victor self. It's like I'm hearing like I'm seeing some warrior come home from battle and they like have the skin of an animal over their shoulders. Like that's you coming home and you're just like completely in your full, like beautiful, like earthquake, tsunami, energetic, disrupting type of energy. And you've done it for the betterment of everyone involved. Like you are such a person of honor and respectability. Like I'm hearing like they honor you throughout. They honor you throughout is what the dragons are saying. Yeah. Wow. And then we have needy. It's interesting because I'm seeing here like these like onions. So she's like cooking something down here at the very bottom. It's like the Buddhist saying that after enlightenment or before enlightenment, you fetch water and you chop wood. After enlightenment, you fetch water and you chop wood. It's like that type of energy here where it's like you are such a complex, rich, vast soul, a disruptor of energy. You are this leader. You are this pragmatic ruler who has the keys to the kingdom. And yet you fetch water and you chop wood because you understand that that's how you affect real change. It's almost like don't stop doing what got you to where you are in the first place. It's like you're not too big for your britches. It's kind of like in pile one, I was saying, like always having the beginner mindset. You understand that if you're not growing and learning, you're not evolving. And you understand that at a base level, no matter how much you know and no matter how much wisdom you accumulate within your soul and within your energetic frequency, within your energetic soul's blueprint and signature, you get that there's always room to know more and to be a student of other people. Like you learn from people who know less than you. That's what I'm getting. My right ear just rang. Yeah, you learn from people who don't know as much as you. It's like someone who's accomplished half of what you've accomplished and who knows maybe half of what you know. You sit down at their feet and you ask them questions to know their perspective because you understand that everyone has a sacred perspective and a sacred lesson to teach. And even though someone is like, you're maybe in college and you're sitting down with a fifth grader, that fifth grader sometimes teaches you the most profound lessons that your advanced calculus classes never could. Does that make sense? Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Like there's certain soul wisdom that exists from these beings and souls and spirits who know less than you, and you understand that beauty of being able to grab a harvest from absolutely anywhere, right? Interesting. I've never had that message before. Interesting. Okay, so we have glow up. Yeah, you're due for a glow up in your life. Like I was saying before, it's like you're seeing your soul tribe come in. You're seeing these energies not as like enemies, but you're seeing them as like, hey, I have like found where I belong, sort of a thing. It's like this beautiful type of glowy energy, which I absolutely love. We also have metaphor magic. Metaphors are used to bypass the analytical mind and speak directly to the unconscious mind. For example, if you're rushing your growth, remind yourself, like a tree, I grow from the inside out, rooting first, then reaching. Metaphors invite transformation without resistance. Fascinating. So I'm getting that you understand like the art of shadow work, and you find shadow work to be beautiful, is what I'm getting. Like you understand how to create poetry and stories and like art. Like I was getting drawing earlier. Like you understand how to draw energies and like put pen to paper somehow, some way, or like conjure up different visualizations to be able to make this like dense energy beautiful. I've never really heard a message like that before, but that's you. That's you. How beautiful. That's really cool. It's like you're able to take these like complex ideas and attribute them to like very poetic or like artistic ideas or concepts. And in that way, it makes them more approachable. It makes it less scary in a sense, I guess. And it makes it so that you're able to work with that energy in a much easier way. It's like I was saying before, it's like this chameleon type of energy. You can bounce back and forth between different energetic resonances and quite easily. You're very adept at that. You're very masterful at that. And because you're able to do that because you can break down these concepts into very simple, like non-threatening ways is what I'm hearing. And you do this through like using your own energy to like transmit the lesson into a beautiful story that resonates with your soul. I don't know what that means, but that's what they're saying. The dragons, they're saying that to you. I don't even know what I just said. I'll have to listen back, but that was interesting. Okay. When you rise to the challenge, it rises to meet you. Yeah, what did I say before? You're like this force of nature, like this elemental type of energy that I'm getting. And do you see like this lava here? That's exactly what I was saying, like earthquake, tsunami type of energy. Like you were a freaking force of nature. Confirmation. Let's go, spirit. I love this. You can't make this stuff up, you guys. Yes, it's like you're this beautiful, powerful, like elemental type of energy. I'm getting like from the movie Hercules. Do you guys know the ones, it was like the ones made of rocks and the ones made of ice, and it was like these different elements that were embodied as gods and like these forms made flesh. It's not flesh, but like because they were made of earth and water and ice and all that. But it's like those titans, that's what they were called. You're like an elemental titan. That's what you are. Pile number 3. You're an elemental titan. I love it. You have to come back to the start to see what you missed before. Okay. What was I freaking saying before? I get so excited because I love spirit and I love reading. I love reading so much. What was I saying before? You have to come back to the start to see what you missed before. It's like you are able to learn from people who know less than you because you understand that they have a certain soul resonance and wisdom that nobody else can teach you what they can. Everyone has a unique energy and lesson that they can pass on to you that helps you grow in a way that's solely unique unto themselves. And you see the beauty and the value in absolutely everyone and everything. So it's like you're coming, it's like this spiral energy of like you have done the journey of coming out over here into the ether, but then you're coming back to like this person way over here. And you're like, hey, what's your perspective over here? Because you've been where this person has been before, but you haven't been here in centuries, in thousands, in hundreds of thousands, in millions and billions of years. That person is here right now. And so their perspective aids you in this perspective that you have over here. And that helps you grow to the next outer ring of the spiral. Does that make sense? That's what's happening. Anyway. All right. Pile number 3. It was an absolute honor to be able to tap into your energy. Thank you, my lovely, beautiful souls, for existing and being such a special gift to this world. Do like and subscribe to see more messages like this. Hopefully this helped just a bit as we continue walking each other back home to ourselves. So I will see you in the next one.